It's Beer O'Clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. It's a sad time on the channel this week, because we've come to our last Beak beer. I went to my local bottle shop in Penarth recently. I haven't reviewed a Beak beer before. I thought, right, there's their range. I think I picked about 6 or 7, maybe even 8 beers from Beak. So I've done like a Beak showcase over the last 10 to 14 days on the channel, but I've thoroughly enjoyed it. The Beak Brewery, based in Lewis, UK. And this is their Garlands IPA at 6.5% ABV. It's in a 440 milliliter can. Nice silver can, nice wrap. I like the labels, they're all very simple, but you definitely, when you see the beers together on the shelf in the bottle shop, you can definitely determine, like, ooh, I spotted it straight away. Very simple looking label, but very eye-catching at the same time. You see it and you're like, ooh, what's this? That's interesting. Well, and when you're looking at 50, 60 beers on a bottle shop shelf, all trying to say, buy me, I think these days, one of the most important things is to get your branding spot on. And even though this is simple, it's very effective. Very effective. Let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. A little bit of smoke on the can opening. Beer in the glass. One thing I've noticed with Beak, it's definitely a characteristic of their brewing style, is they're not afraid to add or let the sediment stay in the batch of beer. When they can it, there's always quite a lot of sediment in the bottom of the cans. At the moment, we have something rather lovely to look at. It's hazy, straw coloured, 2 to 3 finger white head. On a personal level, I don't mind the sediment at all. Some people might not like it though, but I'll explain about that later on. We'll show it later on when we drink some of the beer. But we've got good carbonation rolling up the side of the glass. Let's get the aroma on the beer then. So I've done 2 Beak IPAs back to back. This is the second one of the day. And one was 6%, this is 6.5% ABV. And immediately, within the space of a few minutes really, finishing the last one. That was called Animals IPA. This one smells a little bit more dry. Dry, peppery, spicy. Because of course you want a difference, don't you? Of course the difference is that it's 0.5%. 6% versus 6.5% ABV is 0.5%. Not just the percentage, but you want a bit of a difference in the beer, don't you? You don't want all the beers to be tasting the same. So certainly in the aroma, this is quite a drier aroma. More of a peppery spiciness coming through. But it smells good. It smells really good. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Lovely, lovely, lovely. All of the Beak beers, the double IPAs, the IPAs. I've reviewed a fantastic chocolate and coconut porter from them as well. Fantastic beer. But this one, yeah, it's quite a bit drier. There's more of a, I would say, it's not so much of a bitter finish. There is bitterness there, definitely a bitterness there, but there's a spicy pepperiness that comes along with this beer that's really nice, really, really nice. Starts off with sweetness over here, finishes off with bitterness over here. A lovely balance to the beer. In the middle, it's more kind of spicy, peppery, tangerine, grapefruit like flavours coming through. And there's a little bit of sweetness there. Comparing this Garlands IPA to their Animals IPA, I would say this is definitely a bit sweeter. Right, I'm going to show you some of this sediment. What I know, Beak Brewery, again, they're really not afraid to oh, actually, this one's relatively clean. There is a little bit of sediment in the bottom of the glass. If I hold the glass up on an angle here, yeah, you can definitely see a little bit of sediment there. You can see some there on the back of the glass. Hazy, straw coloured. Now we got a 3-finger whitehead. What's important about the beer, when you get that beer back in from the can, fill the glass back up, is that it's recreated that head. That shows you the quality of the beer. As I rock that beer back and forth, you can see that carbonation chasing the head up the glass. Really good, really good. Adding that little bit of the sediment as well into the bottom of the glass. Now it's giving it much more of a softer feel. Anything like oats, or when you're brewing beer, gravity takes its kind of gravity. Nothing's immune to gravity, is it? So if there's any kind of oaty sediment in it, then it's going to make its way to the bottom of the can. So it's very important when you get your canned craft beer is to kind of mix it up a bit when you get that last inch and throw it in, because what you might find is that you get a little bit more body in the beer, a little bit more body, a little bit more of that lovely oatiness, and it's made the beer slightly more creamy, and it's just improved the mouthfeel a little bit. Fantastic beer. So, what are they saying about this? I can't say that word. An unctuous, silky smooth New England IPA, showcasing 3 noticeably pineapple-y hop varieties: Idaho 7, Brew 1 and Vic Secret. We're getting pina colada on the nose, followed by flavours of mango, apricot and pink grapefruit. Contains malted barley, oats and yeast. Of course, hops as well, water. Yeah, that's Garlands. So I'm just gonna, as I mentioned earlier, this is the last beer that I have in this current buy-in frenzy of Beak Brewery beers. It's been a lovely journey drinking their beer. Each one has been different in its own right. The double IPA has been terrific. That coconut chocolate stout was terrific. Got the can just over there. I'm going to keep that can forever. Coconut porter. Just love that picture on there. So that's staying in the bar forever. I like a little bit of art these days. But yeah, it's all been terrific, all been very good. I'm going to rate this one. If you see Beak Brewery beers, you might see them in your bottle shop or your can shop. They might be like £5.75 a can, but honestly, I know that might seem a little bit expensive, but if you want to treat yourself to a really, really good quality IPA, then treat yourself to some Beak beer. It's very good. It's very good. I like that enough to give it a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. So 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.